welcome here. And tonight we're going to be practicing yin practice with live music. And I wanted to offer the intention of ahimsa, or the idea of nonviolence. And let's just kind of briefly go over the etymology of the word. It's a good word to think about before we practice. It's derived from the Sanskrit word hims, which means to strike, or himsa, which means injury or harm. And means opposite. So ahimsa means non-harming or non-violence. In the practice, we can look at the certain expectations of how we go into the postures, and how our expectations are delivering in the postures. Like, are they helping us or are they hindering our progress in the postures? And we can look at the quality of the thoughts during the practice, and we can actually notice that sometimes our thoughts can be harmful, and the way that we think during the practice can actually be returning of harm to our experience, and that is not following the practice of nonviolence or ahimsa. So see if today you can practice in your thoughts, even trying to arrive in kind thoughts and kindness within the thoughts. I believe it's really important to have a breathing or movement practice as well when we are trying to practice ahimsa in our thoughts. I believe that it can help us notice the present moment in the body. And like if we get into the position where we're thinking of something that's intense in our brain, then we can come back to our breath, the quality of our breathing. And so we can think of the practice of ahimsa physically as well, like just to not actually do the posture in a harmful way whatsoever. So you can take the practice intention that way tonight as well. So let's move over to the yoga mat. Actually, something fun tonight, and just wrote the sequence up as well on the screen. So you can follow along in that way too. But I will be talking everything out as well. Just move over to the mat. I'm going to grab my sequence too. So I just found this sweater from the thrift store the other day. It was like $3 or something like that. Kind of like an old man sweater, but I really like it. It's super warm, and it's made of wool, which makes me happy. So the first pose we're going to do is cobbler's pose. For cobbler's pose, we're going to just lay down flat on the back. Bring the soles of the feet to touch each other, the knees gently opening apart from one another as well, like so. And let the hands rest, palms facing up to the ceiling. Feeling that stretch move throughout the inner groin and thighs. I really like to take blocks and put them underneath my thighs like this. And that's a really, really nice way of feeling the support in the pose here. You can even go higher with the blocks for more support. Relax the shoulders, relax the hips. Roll the back of the head once or twice. Find and isolate that really nice spot on the back of the head to feel comfortable. Let's take a deep breath in together. And a breath out. Deep breath in together. And a full breath out. The wide space shifted, creating a spark. The pins and the needles at the back of my neck help wash away the clutter, wind down the waves, a late realization or a moment of fate, late realization or a moment of fate, sense of excitement like an upcoming holiday, yeah. Well, that's the case and I'm packed up. We each got ourselves a shelf, blotted blue to get jacked up, and as a memory of my health, the invitation overrules the fear of missing out. Does it all pile up when I'm gone? Can I live in the now? Does it all pile up when I'm gone? Can I live in the now? Yeah. I got a service to remove all of my heavy fears. Some call it writer's block, but it feels like the floodgates. Once a year we got a use for it. Once a year it comes and it saves me, and again it got shifted. The spark turned into a flame. Soon we're riding on the thermals, and I hope that they will remember our names. Once a year we got a use for it. Once a year it comes and it saves me. Pick it up and then I'm glued to it. I can't express my fears. Breathing in and out through whatever works for you. Maybe a big breath in through the nose, a big sigh out through the mouth. Maybe you're sticking to a more concentrated breath in and out through the nostrils tonight. Whatever works for you. And then as per list, we're going to go through reclining twist next. So I want you to lay down on you're already laying down on your back. You're in cobbler's pose, right? So you're just going to stay there. And you're going to move over to the twist on one side. Preferably the right side, so we're all kind of staying together energetically. And knees just kind of sway over to the right, basically, for our twist. We can also take a block if we happen to have those things around, put them between thighs, underneath thighs, open up arms. And we can continue our twist by looking over to the left-hand side also, so getting that twist to the neck. Deep breath in the nose. And give a big sigh out the mouth this time. Try that once or twice more as I move over to the guitar. song's called Fragile Paradise. I got caught in the rain, down, down, down. I got caught in the pain, down, 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 down. Tie little knots, down, 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 turning fears to tears, down, 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 down. The sun's been out for too long now. It's almost December. It seems I need some cracks in this fragile paradise to learn a little more about wholeness. Pin my back to the ground, down, down, down. I'm spinning and I'm twirling around, down, down, down. I'm fading off again, down, down, down. Help me, I'm struggling, down, 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 down. The sun's been out for too long now. It's almost December. It seems I need some cracks in this fragile paradise to learn a little more about wholeness. Why can't I go inside, down, 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 where all my dark stuff resides, down, 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 down. The sun's been out for too long now. It's almost December. It seems I need some cracks in this fragile paradise to learn a little more about wholeness. All right, let's just do the other side of the twist, right? It's pretty simple. But I'll show you anyways, because I like just getting up for a second anyways. So we're laying down on the back. We're going to twist to the left. Everybody to the left. Knees over that way. Arms can rest on stomach, shoulder, maybe the chest, or wide open with the arms. Finding that comfort that works for you. You can also look over to the right hand side and feel some of that twist moving through the neck and the upper spine as well, right? Just relax into that. Let's take a breath in together through the nose. And then an open mouth breath out. You can even sigh with a little bit of noise with the sigh. Let's try that. Inhale through the nose. And a vocalized sigh. You can go ahead and just try that one more time on your own as I make my way back to the guitar. Oops, sorry for banging the microphone there. It sounds like a loud click. We're jumping up to page 25 according to the set list. Let's go, let's go. Let's see what's up there. All right, this song's called Kneel, Stand, and Be Present. Here I go again with my heart always showing. I'm back on my knees, back on my knees. Whoa, whoa, always we can talk through it, communicate, and we will work through it. I'm back on my feet, back on my feet. Whoa, 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 And it is such a gift just to be present and notice, and it becomes pleasant. I'm back in my life, back in my life. And always we can talk through it, communicate, we will work through it. And always we can talk through it, communicate, and we will work through it. And I'm back on my feet. I'm back on my feet. All right, as per list, banana pose next, folks. Let's head there. So we can basically just stay laying down flat on the back. Nice calm place to be for the first bit of our session. And we're gonna just let the legs go to the right side of the mat, and then the upper torso goes to the right side of the mat. We can let the hands rest stomach, chest, or we can reach the arms up above the upper head. And then we can also cross the ankle. Like I like to cross my top ankle over, so left ankle just rests like this. We don't really need many bolsters or blocks for this posture, to be honest with you. But if you have something soft, like a soft pillow or a soft blanket, you can put it beneath the back of the head just to cushion having the head on the floor for so long. And then we're just going to take a deep breath in, fill it up. And a sigh out to land here. We should be feeling a gentle opening or gentle stretching sensation on the left-hand side of the torso. Yeah, I'm realizing it's been so long since I picked up the steel string guitar. I picked it up the other day and I realized I've been playing my classical more because the strings feel better on it right now. And sometimes with a steel string guitar, if you play guitar, you might know that sometimes when you play a steel string guitar and the strings get old or a little bit corroded, they become a little uncomfortable to play. So I'm going to keep playing my guitar here for you. This is my guitar is an open E, and the chord structures are a little bit different. Joni Mitchell used to play an open E a lot. The song's called Smitten. I'm smitten for you. I've written it down. Heart skipping a beat. I'm swept off my feet. You can sing along with this part. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. One more time. Do 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 do. I am laying with you. Your curls are beautiful. Time is flowing on by. I can't help but cry. I can't help but cry. Do 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 do. Join with me. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I'm smitten for you. I've written it down. All right, let's change sides of Bananasana. Flop around to the other side, folks. It's just like this. Okay, just over to the other side. You can have the option to cross an ankle or something like that. You can get fancy with it. You can move the hands, arms under the heart, chest, do the thing that works best for you. And get comfy into banana. Let's keep the guitar going here. Next song is called Some Years. And it's about just that, some years of my life. When I was just 5 years old, I stood in the kitchen and I cooked with my mother. We were baking cookies. I remember. When I was near 9 years old, I followed my father as he cut the grass. And I'm telling you, I cooked with mother. And I'm telling you, I followed my father. I'm telling you, I cooked with my mother. And I'm telling you, I followed my father. When I was just 12 years old, I stood by my sister as she crimped her hair. When I was near 17, me and my brother fought on Smash Brothers, and sometimes it got me. Super Smash Brothers. I would always play Fox. My brother would always play Marth. And we'd just battle it out in the basement. And I'm telling you, I stood by my sister. And I'm telling you, I fought with my brother, but at least it was just Fox versus Martha. Yeah, I'm telling you, I stood by my sister. And I'm telling you, it feels good to be talking with brother again. When I was only 20 is when I lost all of my money backpacking in Cambodia. I had to hitchhike back on the road to ya. When I turned 21, I was back under Canadian sun, back into Manitoba. This was a good place to get to know you. And I'm telling you, I love my country. And I'm telling you, I love my land. I love this land. I'm telling you I love this land, and I love this land. I love this land. Next on the list is Melting Heart. No, Wide-Legged Child's Pose. Let's go there. So come on down to hands and knee position next. You're gonna come on out of banana pose, flip on over to tabletop position, like so. Get the knees wide apart. The feet can be wide or together, it's your choice. And then let the hips rest back over top of the feet and let the forehead come down onto the floor. You can put bolsters under the chest, whatever works best for you. What's working best for me is playing music for you. Just realized that my phone, I don't think I've turned my phone on silent yet, and it's pretty lucky so far. No interruptions, so let's get that out of the way. Next on the set list here, let's go there. This song's called Sharing Space. It's about just doing just that. I can see the fog as it's rolling in, standing in the tree fort with you, my friend. There's a dog off leash coming around the bend. I'm drinking homemade Baileys made by Robin. This feeling is so foreign, you send my heart soaring. I just wanna share some space with you. This feeling is so foreign, you send my heart soaring. I just wanna share some space with you. I can see through trees when they have no leaves. Can taste the coffee in the bay leaves. We lost track of time around 3 o'clock. I'm so glad you're here with me for this walk. This feeling is so foreign, you send my heart soaring. I just wanna share some space with you. This feeling is so foreign, you send my heart soaring. I just wanna share some space with you. So we're going to come out of Wild-Legged Child's Pose, and we're going to go into Melting Heart next. So Melting Heart, the knees right directly beneath the hips, like so. And then we let the forearms come down to the floor. And once we let our forearms come down to the floor, we can bring the forehead down to the floor potentially as well. We might reach more forwards with the hands at some point and get a deeper stretch on the chest and armpits in this area here. Chest, armpits, maybe into the stomach as well. There's lots of different areas that we might be feeling that sensation. I welcome you to find that comfort. If you want to go back to Child's Pose at any point in time, feel free to. Melting Heart can be a little bit intense for some folks, but I find it really nice for the most part. You can use bolsters under the chest to lessen the intensity, or you can just shift back to Child's Pose at some point in time, and that's going to be a really great way to ease up on the sensation for yourself. As I'm playing all these songs, I'm just realizing how many, there's so many songs I've written that are love songs about my partner that I'm with. And we've been together for a long time. And things are challenging, right? Things are right now not good. And it's really interesting to be sharing some love songs about somebody that, you know, it's like I said, I don't want to make this about me or anything like that, but I want to share this. I want to be sharing yoga with you. That's primarily why I'm here. But I'm also here to share me, share a little bit about who I am, and singing some of these songs is bringing up some emotions for me that I might not be outwardly expressing because I'm pretty collected when I have to be for the most part. But it's definitely bringing up some emotions for me. And so I just want to send a shout out to anybody who's had, this is going to be every single person. I'm going to send a shout out to anybody out there who's had relationship troubles, who has been heartbroken in relationships before, who's with somebody who's they're having challenges with, even though they love them so much. So shout outs to anybody who's in a relationship with somebody else of any kind, of any friends, romantic, we all have relationships, and just big shout outs to everybody out there who's trying to make things work as best they can with people in their life that they love. All right, so I'm going to play you another song. Let's see if we can get away from some of those love songs. This is still a love song, but it's a love song to a whole big community of people, actually. So the song's called My Mirror. It's about how the people in the community that I was part of back in the Lower Mainland and Burnaby area was like just kind of soul-filling, and the reflection of some pretty beautiful things of how humans can be. This is my soul bearing it whole. I won't fight it. Lovely fire, I will feed it. Send in worries and all my troubles, and let the flames take it. Release it, release it, release it, release it. Descent staircase, this is my space. Purple flowers floating above the purple flowers. Breathe in sweet air, no toxins, warm air. Reflect water in a mirror, in a mirror, in a mirror, in a mirror. Here's where the dreams grow deep down so low. I won't fight it, lovely soil. I'm gonna seed it. I'm gonna send in my loving and all of my passions, and let the soil take it. Release it, release it, release it, release it. Ascent staircase out of my space into our world. Carry with me all these lessons. Breathe in my brothers, yeah. Breathe in my sisters. Reflect others. You're my mirror, you're my mirror. 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 Yeah, that song's like a love song to a whole community of people, that's for sure. Let's continue on. And the next pose we're going to do is kind of like a single-legged fold. Or, well, both legs are going to be out, but we're actually just going to fold over one leg. So we're going to extend the legs to like almost like a wide-legged position, as wide as we want to go, as wide as we would go with a forward fold. And then we're going to turn to our left leg, and we're going to fold over the left leg like this. We're just going to let the head hang down. I would take my hands and put them underneath my calf muscle just to kind of anchor, because without that, it feels like I'm kind of getting pulled back towards my hips, towards behind me. So I just kind of put my hand one on top of the other, put those underneath the calf muscle, and then just let yourself settle down into that side of the fold. You can do the right side or the left side. It doesn't matter. We're going to do both sides anyways, so don't worry too much about which side you lean to. This is a song about some of the people that I took my first yoga teachers training with. And just going on that experience of, it was a 1 month intensive, and then from there we had 11 months of distance learning through various programs and online video types of learning and stuff like that. And it was a really awesome program, and in the end we did a 500-hour teaching certification. And these people were just some of the most lovely people that I've ever met in my life, and I'm still in touch with a number of them. And so this song is called Unfinished Spaces, and it's about the place that we learned how to teach yoga in when we were first just little baby yogis. The smoke circles round mountaintops. The trees, they are candling. I don't know if you've ever been to Kelowna. The Okanagan is so beautiful. The sun sets through ashes, and the wind it blows, and it blows so hard, rises up to the stars and makes its way east to Nova Scotia. Can you smell the BC trees circle round you and feel your knees? I'll make my way back to Manitoba, back to Manitoba. The times they are changing. My thoughts are rearranging. into the stars and it makes its way east to Nova Scotia. I hear they got some lobsters over there. Can you smell the BC trees? They circle around you and they feel your needs. I'll make my way back to Manitoba. I said I'll make my way back to Manitoba, yeah, back to Manitoba. All right, let's change sides to straddle pose. So straddle pose, again, we're just gonna go legs wide. We're just gonna fold the other direction. If this is getting challenging for you to sit in the fold, I would suggest that you sit on a bolster or like a block or something like that, and that can really help the spine and pelvis get into an advantageous position for you to get into that forward fold. But since I'm just in it for a second, I tend to not do those things. But if I was practicing it for a longer time, I would use like something like this, like a bolster, like a beanbag bolster, underneath the hips for this pose, most likely. So that was a little shortened version of that song, that's for sure. We'll keep going with music though. Periscope, throw me a rope so I can cope with being alone. I'm so alone since the pandemic hit. Well, there's Facebook Live and there's Instagram. My room is on Zoom and it's on demand. It's TikTok land since the pandemic hit. What are you gonna do? And what are you gonna do when this all ends? And who are you gonna see? We could have a party with all our friends, yeah. Well, why go out when I could just order food in? My groceries came in a fabric cooler, and I only had one haircut since the pandemic hit. It's apparent right now. And I've only had one haircut since the pandemic hit. And what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when this all ends? We could have a party, and we could invite all of our friends, yeah. We all gotta smile with our eyes now. We all gotta smile with our eyes now. We all gotta smile with our eyes since the pandemic hits. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba working on that tune for you tonight. Anywho, let's go to the next pose before we run out of time. We're gonna go to pigeon. So we're gonna do right side pigeon next. And this looks like this. Right knee is just behind the right wrist, and our shin is swiveled underneath the pelvis. You're not in jeans, most likely, so you could probably get a little further into the pose. Your left leg can relax back and just get comfy into it. For these music classes, I just can't. I want to stay warm. It's cold in Salmon Arm. That's the truth of it. What do we got? What do we got next? I kind of want to play a song that I can't find. Yeah, a song that I can't seem to find the one that I wanted to play. That's okay. A song called Elements. So I'll tell you when to switch sides at pigeon. We're going to switch sides during this song. I wanna be set on fire. The last song and this one could be melded together. I wanna become desire. I wanna live my life high on a wire. Oh, I wanna become fire. And the fire becomes desire, yeah. And I wanna become fire. Fire becomes desire, yeah. And I wanna become fire. And I wanna be just like the wind. I wanna dance with the leaves and the constellations. I wanna feel those celestial vibrations. Hey, I wanna be like the wind. Alright, you can change sides of pigeon, folks. Over to the left side of pigeon. And the wind becomes a dance. And I will become wind. And the wind becomes a dance. And I will become wind. And I wanna flow just like water. I wanna go through all three states without complaining. I could evaporate any day now. I wanna become water. And the water does not complain, no, no. And I wanna become the water. And the water moves freely, yeah. And I become water, and I will become water. All right, let's come on out of pigeon on that side of the body. And the very last thing we're going to do is just dragon lunge for about 30 seconds per side. So we're just going to bring the left leg forwards, the right leg back into this lunge here. Hands are on the thigh, just getting a stretch into the front of the hip, letting the hip move forwards gently towards the floor in front of you. And just staying here for maybe about 2 or 3 more deep breaths in and out the nose. And then you can go ahead and swap sides and go with the right foot forwards, the left leg back behind you, and spend maybe 5 breaths there on that side of that pose as well. Moving into that hip stretch, that gentle front hip stretch. Then you can lay down on your back in Final Shavasana right now. Let's take a deep breath in together. And one more deep breath in together. I want to thank you so much for joining the class tonight. And I hope you have an awesome evening ahead of you. Namaste.